You ready? Yes. Okay.
Good job.
What was the client's name again?
It was Jones. The first name was,
Oh, it's not on docket, right?
no, no, Dr.
Right.
Do you want the cause number?
Yeah, please.
Cause number on this one, Judge? 229966801010.
Ms. Jones, come up.
Just fine. Stand up here. Speak louder, so Judge can hear you, okay?
All right. So good morning, Ms. Jones. You know, I'm going to tell you that you are very lucky today. Not only because of the deal that you're getting, but that you really have a lawyer that's willing to come down from up there, come down here, work on your case for free, no less,
I know.
to help you work this thing out. Not many people do that, you know, so count your lucky,
I have.
right?
Yes, sir.
The other thing is that, you know, all the cases that you have here, because of one reason and one reason only. No self-control. You get upset, you wig out, do whatever you want without thinking of consequence. You can't do that. What's happening is they're going to dismiss this felony case. And I'm going to tell you that if this happens again to you, they're not going to do this kind of deal for you again. You understand? You don't continue to get bites of the apple where they're going to dismiss felonies in exchange for a plea on the misdemeanor. Now, on this case, you're charged with terroristic threat. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You're worked out an agreement that they're offering you 3 days in jail, credit for 2. You need to understand that this charge is going to go on your record. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. You also need to understand if you continue with the same course of conduct, it's very possible they hit you with another felony charge. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, it will go on your record. You can never take this off. Is this what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
Now, as far as the plea bargain is concerned, you plead on this, they're going to dismiss the felony case. That's how you understand it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, how do you plead to the misdemeanor?
Guilty.
I will find you guilty. I will follow the agreement, sentence you to it, and good luck to you, man.
Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you so
Judge.
much, sir. Good job.
Judge, we have an arraignment coming.
Let me talk to Carl. Good morning, Miss Lathan. Thank you, Mom, for coming. Appreciate it. Miss Lathan, you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present if you cannot afford one. One will be appointed to you. Okay.
Your Judge, the complainant reported being assaulted by the defendant, who is the complainant's daughter-in-law, at the defendant's residence in Harris County, Texas. The complainant stated she was at the residence with the defendant for the complainant's son's birthday. The complainant advised she engaged in a verbal altercation with the defendant about the child not saying goodbye. The defendant got into the victim's face and the defendant lunged at the complainant as if the defendant was going to strike her. The complainant stated her son and husband attempted to separate the defendant and the complainant, but the defendant was able to kick the complainant's right breast, causing a high level of pain due to recent breast cancer surgery. The complainant stated the defendant yelled, quote, "I will fuck you up," as she was pulled away. The defendant stated they had a get-together for the defendant's husband. The complainant became upset during that conversation, and the complainant was slamming doors, yelling and getting in the complainant's face, but did not kick the complainant as she was 9 months pregnant. The defendant was identified with a Texas driver's license.
I make a statement, Judge. And so this case was it 6 months later that it was filed? They never spoke to any of the witness. Janitha was present at that time. Terrell, who's a bailiff upstairs, was present at that time, which is Jillian's husband. He didn't want to go through the whole IED deal and give a statement just yet. But I did provide a witness statement from Janitha where she was there. She was 9 months pregnant at the time, Judge. She had her baby a week later. Her mother-in-law did have breast surgery, cancer surgery before on her breast, but she couldn't lift her leg up 3 inches, much less high enough to kick her in the breast. police officer had none of the information with regards to Janitha being present. Janitha was there. There was the mother and the Terrell and the father holding the two back, I guess, from each other like this. It was split up and then that was it. 6 months later, charges were filed against Miss Lathan, and that's it. Officers never spoke with anyone, didn't get the other side of the statement. Janitha did provide a witness statement. The court can ask Janitha. We don't have, I mean, we're open to the court asking the questions to Ms. Kimbrough. She didn't witness anything after it was split up. They went home, I guess, Janitha, and then that was it. There was no physical contact, anything of that nature. Nothing.
Give a response, Mike.
Judge, I haven't read the offense report thus far. I know that this is what the victim has reported. I don't know who the investigator spoke to, but I know this was a delayed report. That's why the 2B warrant was filed.
There was no documented injuries, Judge, no photographs, no nothing. They just on their own volition.
Remember, this is just mere probable cause, right? So, and the fact that, you know, she's pregnant is unable to, I don't know that, you know, right? So all this is a probable cause. It doesn't mean that you're guilty, right? Just it's a mere probable cause. You know, there's still a lot before someone can be found guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. I mean, that's a lot higher standard than what we're just doing today. I am going to find that there's probable cause to go forward. What's the dynamic now? I guess it's 6 months down the road.
I mean, they all
Do they
live
want to have contact?
They all.
Um,
Do you still have contact with your mother-in-law?
So on Mary Ellen, I'm sorry, yeah, Marilyn, is there still contact between you guys?
On and off, not too much.
Okay, so the only thing I'm going to ask is just don't have any threatening or harassing contact with this person. That's all I'm going to ask you to do at this point, okay? I'm not going to put any other conditions in your bond. Just be careful. Don't pick up any new cases. You know, you got a great lawyer. I will waive your appearance. You don't have to waste your time coming to court. Mr. Kamek will tell you when you have to come back to court, and just, that's all there is to it. Just, you know, just be nice. Don't pick up any new cases, you know? You guys have any questions?
That's it.
So for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have just Michael create the bond conditions. We'll have you sign it, and then you guys are free to go. Just do your thing and just have fun.
Judge, did you set a bond amount?
Oh, last name again, James?
Richardson, Judge?
Take a step.
Mr. Richardson? How's jail? Wonderful.
Missing bills, I'm missing life, I'm missing everything, missing my job, work opportunities.
You know, and one of the things, Mr. Richardson, you need to consider that when you're out there in the free world, when you're picking up cases, one of the first things that you should think about, even before you do anything, if I get picked up, if I go to jail, do I have anyone that's going to bond me out? Because when you don't, you wear orange for a very long time. You were on bond for 2 serious assault cases, and now you picked up a 3rd case. This is what happens. Your lawyer's asking me to give you another PR bond. Now, you know, it scares me. What are you going to do if we let you out?
I'm working with law enforcement to figure out exactly where the.
Don't talk about the facts of the case.
I have no interest in talking about the facts of the case. My concern is if we let you out, are you up to no good? That's my concern.
No.
We gave you the opportunity, and now here we are again. So
I'll be doing good. I'll be doing good. They let me out, I'll be doing good. And I have.
Judge, he has a job lined up with the Port of Houston. He just wants to start working.
having your life now, Mr. Richardson.
My grandma, my sister,
Your daughter.
my daughter.
Where's mom and dad?
My mom's in Dallas and my dad lives in Richmond.
Do you have no interest in getting in contact with either of them?
Yes, I do. But I work. I have hand jobs, hand jobs. And I don't think my dad has a job. Or he is a
Phone stay up.
something like that.
I don't know where he would go if we let him out, but I'm not letting you out on the street. So we need to figure out where you're gonna go. I'm gonna tell you now, I'm gonna be very hard pressed to just give you another PR bond.
He would say he would live with his grandmother.
Where were you living before?
I was living with her, but I spent time at my friend's house.
Okay.
That's not gonna happen. I'm not doing this now. It's not gonna happen. We need to figure out a place that you can go to, that you've got a permanent home to go to, whether it's gonna be grandma, mom, or dad, but friend's house, it's not gonna work. And then I'm gonna tell you, if I do let you out, you're gonna have a whole host of monitors, so I know where you are at all times. You've now picked up your third case. I'm gonna do everything that I can to prevent you from picking up a fourth. Do you understand, Mr. Richardson?
Sir.
Okay, so, start talking around with family members, see who's gonna, who's
Going
able
to
to take.
reduce his bonds at all, Judge?
Of course.
Can we reduce them to 2,500 each at least? I don't know if he'll be able to make that. So it'd be 25. Okay, thank you,
But
Judge.
I'm gonna tell you now,
How much
I'm
are
not letting
assaults?
you out on the street to just roam it, because nothing good happens on the street in the middle of the night and you just roaming it. So if you want to get out, you got to find a good place to stay. Grandma, mom, dad, somewhere where it's reliable, that you got a bed, and not just a friend. Do you understand, Mr. Richardson?
I would say a friend, but it was more of a partnership, business partnership, but they didn't hold up on their end at all. So you can, when my grandma could give me a PR bomb because where I work.
I'll let you guys figure it out. I got to handle a bunch of stuff.
Thank you,
Let me
Judge.
know. Not happy with you. What time does court start?
It was hard. It was hard to get here. I've been homeless. Can't really find a job. I've been trying. Just a little crazy, but
Mr. Forrest,
I made it.
this is not your first time acting like this. I've also had to reinstate your bond once before, and now you're coming here in shorts as well. You come after 12. In life, when you put your heart, your soul, your being, you can do anything in life. That's what's so great about this country, as opposed to if you live in North Korea, you live in other parts of this world where you're restricted from even accessing the internet. You have this unfounded sense of entitlement where just
So I tried to get here. I didn't. It was real hard to get here. I've been living on the streets. You see, I got shorts on and stuff. I've been wearing these clothes every day.
have in your life here.
It's just me. I've been homeless.
Where's mom and dad? Mom?
Yeah, but she got a boyfriend, so we don't want nobody to come by her. So it's just.
So you just don't want to go over there, I guess that's what it is.
No, she got a boyfriend, so
So
he don't. I guess he just want my mama to himself or something. I don't know, but I've been calling my mom. I'll be like, but I'm not about to really beg her, because I don't want to look at me like that, like just like I just need you that bad. So
but you do.
No,
But you do. Sometimes in life, you have to tuck your tail between and not try to man up when you ain't got nothing. It's better to go home where you have a roof over your head, and 9 times out of 10, I bet if you got a job and you came home and you gave your mom a little bread and a little help, it would go a long way, because this is what talks, not the shusha that comes out of your mouth and where you just go home and you fight with the boyfriend and you fight with whoever it may be. No one is going to give you anything in life, Mr. Forrest. You got to earn it.
No. That's what I'm trying to do.
Using the street as an excuse when you have a place to go to doesn't fly.
No, I didn't have a place to go to.
You can always go home to mom.
No, that's not what happened.
What else do you
That's
have
not
in your
what's going
life
on.
besides your mother?
I'm from New Orleans. I don't really know how I ended up here, but I've been here for so long. It was a time that I stayed in Fleischer before. I was with this girl named April. She lied and said that I hit her and all this. And then I was right here. And remember with the man, he lied and said I didn't pay him. And then I went to jail. He arrested me and sent me to the back. And then it came back that I was telling the truth. And then it was over and stuff. And I was with that girl. She used to sit back there in the back with me all the time in court every day. That was that time. But I was wrongly accused that time.
That's not what I see.
From the last charge?
Mhm.
Yeah.
My records show the complete opposite of what you're saying. But regardless, that doesn't matter.
I don't know. I got a lot going on. So I'm just trying
How do you have a lot going on when you're just on the street?
I'm still in the street. That's why it took me all to get here.
So tell me what's going on.
I don't know. It's like people don't like me or something. I apply for every job all around the world. I don't get it. I put on my little best clothes, it's still a little dirt. I button it all the way up. I come in out, speak nice, and I just can't get no job. I don't know what's going on.
Perception is
Man,
but do you see the way that you're acting to me? Look, what I'm trying to tell you is that perception is reality. If you walk in and you walk in smug with the air of entitlement, meaning that you're greater than everyone,
That's not me.
you came in here to me like this, and I'm a judge. You're supposed to show as much respect to a judge as you can, because your literal life is in our hands. If I wanted to, I could throw your ass in jail now and make your bond $50,000.
That's crazy.
But that's reality. And what I'm trying to impart to
Then
you.
last night I was like, what's going on? All of a sudden, your YouTube popped up on my phone. I was like, what? I was like, oh no.
If I drug test you now, what's going to show up?
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah. I was like,
What else?
that's it.
I'm going to send you right now.
Here.
I'm going to send you. What I find, Mr. Forrest, that a lot of people prefer to live on the streets for two reasons. Number one, and most importantly, they don't like to live rules that mom or dad make in a house. Number one, bless you. Number two, people like to use. And they like to use either alcohol
I'm not
or
a,
illegal drugs.
I'm not a
And the
drug.
problem is that doesn't jive with where you're living at home. They don't want to see it. They'd rather kick your ass out on the street than have to deal with that.
I'm a drug addict. I don't drugs. I think.
If you really want a job, give me one of those flyers, will you please?
That's all I've been trying to do, man. I don't be doing nothing wrong out here.
Well, come on. Then I'm giving you,
Other people.
Mr. Forrest, I'm going to give you the opportunity now. We have a workshop. It's this weekend, right? Isn't it this weekend? Huh? Yeah. This weekend, I have a fair coming up. If you want a job, there's going to be loads of people with jobs to give you right there.
It'll be like a guaranteed job to where I can work every day. Cause I don't want to be outside all the time. I would like something that's just stable, you know, at least 10, 12 hours a day.
Beggars can't be choosers, Mr. Force. You get what they have. I don't know what they're gonna have, but you have to be ready to accept whatever they have to offer. And that's it. You're not gonna be a rocket scientist. Don't expect a science type salary. You get what they have. The problem is that you gotta show up. And if you come with this attitude that I live on the streets, so I'm not gonna show up to work at 9 o'clock. I'm gonna show up to work at 11. That doesn't jive. So if you want a job, you have to act like you are gonna have it. You're gonna show up on a daily basis, on time, not smelling like a brewery. You take a shower, you smell good, you wear nice clothes. But do you think if you go to a job looking like this, how do you think it's gonna go? You're coming to court and you should be looking at or near your best when you come to court. Looking like this with the excuse that you're on the street. Come on, man. If you want a job, this is the place to get it. I am now giving you the opportunity, Mr. Forrest.
It's a guarantee that
Nothing is guaranteed in life but death and taxes, my friend. There is no freaking guarantee. You want a back rub too? Show up. If you show up and you look like $1 million, good things will happen for you. Show up, take a shower, dress nice, brush your teeth, and things will go well. I'm going to be there too, Mr. Forrest. I'm going to be out there helping as well. There's no excuse. Do me one more favor. Don't come back in shorts again.
Sorry, last time when I came, I had my boots on, my shirt buttoned up, you know, I was clean that day.
I'd already revoked your bond. You know that, right? I had already issued a warrant for your arrest. You're lucky that I haven't left because otherwise your butt would be sitting in jail. So next time when you come to court, it starts at 8:30. Don't wear shorts. It's a complete sign of disrespect.
I'm not trying to disrespect.
I'm going to reinstate your bond now. I will give you an application for an appointed lawyer. It's now nearly 1 o'clock. Everyone's gone. You're going to have to bring it back. I'm going to set your case off for a couple weeks. Show up to this job fair. Because if you do, hopefully good things will happen for you.
I just been waiting. Actually, I've been waiting on the opportunity.
It's in your hands.
No, I don't know if I'm coming off like something wrong with something. That's the complete opposite. Like I'm really out here trying. Like too many people don't try. Like I'm really trying. I ain't give up yet. I be laying on the ground every day and I'm trying. I ain't never give up.
Here's my list of people.
It's over.
Mr. Forrest, I have a list of people that I'm expecting to show up on this program. Your name's now going on it. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. I will send you home with an application for an appointed lawyer. We will see you back in 2 weeks. I'm sending you for a drug test now because I want to know what, if anything's going to test. If you don't test, I will revoke your bond. Next time, come on time. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Judge, you want to address the results in 2 weeks as well?
No, I want to know what the results are now, like today. And then if it's something that I hope not, we'll get a hold of Mr. Forrest and be sooner. All right, good luck. See you on Saturday.
Unfortunately, we're skipping you real quick. Go ahead, come step all the way up. This is Mr. Goodman for a waiver, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Goodman.
How you doing, sir?
If you could sign
Okay.
your arms this way.
That's not bad.
All right, Mr. Goodman, it looks like you were wanted out of the state of North Carolina for a violation of probation. Are you waiving formal extradition, sir? Okay, unfortunately, it looks like you've not paid bond on the felony case, so it's kind of tolled until that case works out. At that point, that's when the clock starts ticking. And then North Carolina has 14 days to come get you.
That's when it starts.
You can't bond out. Okay. If you make bond on the felony case,
Yes, on tomorrow.
then the 14 days starts running.
All right.
Correct. Yes. Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. Good luck.
All right.
Thanks.